What's up YouTube, this is GalacticGod, and welcome to the first episode of what will be a new video series here on my channel. Now, as I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, I've been dueling quite a bit up on DevPro, and I've been saving a lot of the really interesting duels in the replay function. Now, I haven't really been sure how to present that to you guys today, what kind of format to showcase that in. And then one of my subscribers suggested to me that perhaps maybe I should just do some kind of collage video, like a bunch of different duels and put them together in one kind of video. And I thought, that'll work. That's kind of interesting. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put together maybe 3 or 4 different duels. These are just duels that I found really interesting, or maybe we got some sort of crazy combos off, or I dueled against some well-known Yu-Gi YouTubers, something of that nature. And I'm going to kind of commentate over them as the replays happen. And that's kind of the format that I'm going to try and showcase a lot of the DevPro duels that I've been having lately in. So, without any further ado, let's get to those duels. Alright, so we're going to start off with a duel with Vexicus 4666. This was actually a very early version of my Red Nova Dragon deck, which I'm sure a lot of you guys probably have seen me used in recent duel videos. He is actually playtesting another one of his decks, his Fairy deck, using Valhalla and whatnot, and his Arcana Force, and it was really kind of quite interesting and cool. I've seen him get the combo he's going for off in other of his duel videos. It's really kind of a neat, cool deck. Anyhow, for the deck I was playing, the Red Nova, this was a very early stage of it. I actually did not have any Exceeds in my extra deck at this point either, so I didn't think I was going to need them, but I don't know what I was thinking. I definitely should have had them in there. And as you see, I just got my Red Nova Dragon out. Very cool. I know Vexix was like, what the hell? Did you just summon Red Nova Dragon on me? And I started laughing. Now when I attacked his token here, I'm not used to playing the Fairy deck. I haven't really played against it too much. I did not realize that this other token over here could not be destroyed by battle, and I attacked it. I was like, what the heck? And then I had to look and read it, and I was like, oh my gosh, now I have to find some way around this thing. And then he's able to actually sit on this token for a moment or two, and that's when I kind of realized I really could use some Exceeds in my extra deck. If I would have had a Photon Popple Operative or a number 50, I could have got around this thing a lot sooner, a lot faster. And that's at that point I was like, man, I really need to put some Exceeds in here. And at this point now, I've got Red Nova Dragon and Red Dragon Archfiend and Yugioh out. He's going for a little bit of a play here, but as you're going to see in just a second, Red Nova can just overwhelm people once you get him out. And that's kind of a little bit what happened right here. But we were both playing some fun, crazy decks, and we had a good time, I think, and that's ultimately what matters most. Alright, so for my next duel video here, I'm going to be dueling another Yu-Gi YouTuber that you guys might know of, Mickey Vlogs, who was actually streaming on DevPro, and I saw it and I was like, oh, I'm going to go duel him right now. And he was playing, I didn't know what deck he was playing when I went to the stream because I tried not to watch what he was doing, but I was playtesting the Chaos Ninja deck. I have a live action duel with you guys that you guys can watch too if you want to see the deck a little bit more in action. It's really cool because you can go into Shockmaster first turn, and at first I didn't know what he was playing, and I saw the Rifle and I was like, oh, maybe he's playing Chaos Dragon or something like that. And but he was playing a Light Swarm or a Light Ray kind of variant, and Shockmaster can hurt that quite a bit as they play mostly monsters, and I'm just attacking right through each one of his monsters, negating all his effects, and through the whole time that I have Shockmaster out, he's like, oh, one more turn now, one more turn, and that Shockmaster's dead. Next turn I'm going to be able to go off, and ain't nothing you can do about it, and little does he know that I actually play double Shockmasters in my Chaos Ninja deck, and then I know right here when I'm bringing out the third level 4, he was like, no one plays 2 Shockmasters, no way you're going for another Shockmaster. And he just kind of scooped it up at that point because it was pretty much over. Still a really fun duel to have. I thank you very much for being a good sport with it. Next up, I have my good friend Brain Freeze Laser. Has an awesome channel. Does a lot of really cool animations with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. He was playtesting out a Salvo Dad kind of deck, and I was using my Prophecy one in this duel video. And as you can see, the hand that I draw was not the most optimal for Prophecy, as I only got 1 spell book, and it was probably one of the ones that I cannot use at all, which is kind of sucks, but is what it is. So I'm just trying to play out of it. He's just setting Dekuichis left and right and having a good old laugh at my expense because I have to keep ramming into these friggin' Dekuichis, and he's just drawing and drawing and drawing. And he's dropping Gores now. A little too prematurely, I think. His token was kind of weak, but it happens to the best of us. So I just go into a Zen maze just to try and give myself a little bit more protection. And then finally I'm able to draw a spellbook that I can actually use. I go to summon my friggin' spellbook magician and he has a friggin' Veiler, and I'm like, oh Jesus. So I just Dark Hold and Reborn so I can get out my High Priestess and get my little chain going. Little do I know, looking at his hand now, that he did have Dark Hole in there the whole time, and he brings out his BLS, which is actually fine when he brought him out. I thought that was kind of funny actually, because I already had BLS and Chaos Horse on my hand. Draw my MST, nice little top deck, make him waste his Threatening Roar since I wasn't going to attack anyways, and then I just remove his BLS with mine and get him in a nice little position. He's got his double Trags out there, so he's obviously going for some weird Trag play. He's dropping Trag, and then I have Veiler in hand. I have a feeling he's going to go for some sort of Exceed play, so I just stop him from changing the level of his Trag. I don't need him getting nothing off. Then he goes out for his Rabbit. He goes into a Gachi. At this point, I could have removed Gachi, but I decided to go with Trag just because I was fearing the Dark Armed Dragon and some more crazy Exceed plays. And right here, he's able to, I don't know, beef up his Gemini Pearl to 3,000. At this point, I was really wishing that I would have maybe moved that Drag, but it's all good. And so I summon out my Lily, just to give me a little bit of protection. I know you ain't gonna probably ram into that. So I activate the Wisdom during the draw phase, so during the standby phase, if I need to, I can go ahead and remove to draw, which I did. And I put Wonder Wand on Fairy Lily to go ahead and get some more draw going in, because I need to get my actual spellbook answers. This is why Treacherous is really good, because you can set it, allow them to overextend a little bit, and then go ahead and make them suffer. At this point, I'm looking at his hand. He's not looking like he's got too much better of a hand. Finally, I'm able to draw into another spellbook. I don't know why I'm drawing so many monsters. I play like over 20 spells. It's crazy. Put my little pro set Heavy down, and then let him go ahead and make his plays. He's drawing up a Storm, attacking over my monster, dropping my Trag now. And he says 2 background. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Use my Tower effect, go ahead and use my Heavy. Now I can bring out Priestess. Go ahead and bring out another Spellcaster monster I attack. This is pretty cool. He drops his Trag, and I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of awesome, because I can use Trag's effect to drag him, and then I actually play Gustav Max in my deck to do a nice little burn damage at the end.
Alright, and there you have it. Those were some duels I've been having on DevPro quite recently. Remember to let me know what you think of them down in the comment section below, and also what you think of this kind of new showcasing format for those DevPro duels. And I guess that's about it for now. This is GalacticGod, out.